Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron. I'm here with T1000 Lifestyle in today's video. And what I really want to be doing here is I want to use this opportunity to introduce you guys to T1000. So T1000 Lifestyle is a longtime friend of mine now. You know, you and I were really kind of coming up together back in the day, trying to figure out how we can break out of our jobs, 5-6 years ago. Part of a small group of guys that was meeting up at Pint House in Columbus, all of us kind of like, I think I might launch a thing on Amazon. I'm trying to get into social media. Oh, fuck, there's sand in my eyes.
I know, dude.
Talking about I want to get in a social media marketing agency, whatever. We're all sitting around Gary V's cool. And now here we are 6 years later. We spent a couple months in Colombia together. We're down in Miami now. We're fucking rich. We're traveling the world. Now what you're doing as another project for yourself is putting out a lot of content over on the Evolution Daily Fitness channel. And, this was something that we talked about in August. We talked about how he is extremely passionate about all of this. And what I think would be really cool is for you to kind of share with my audience here, how it all began, where, you guys might be thinking right now, you're looking at maybe a 19-year-old boy, maybe a 24-year-old young man. This dude's 55, okay? And he's got the fountain of youth going on, and it's something that he's worked really hard on. So what I think would be cool is if you gave them, first off, your real age, and then also talked a little bit about kind of how it all got started for you.
Yeah, man. So first of all, I started talking about this a few weeks ago with Aaron, and we decided to do this. I'm just really excited to be kind of almost giving back to you guys. I've been doing this stuff for years. This is just my passion. I started off at an early age when I was about 20. My aunt had cancer, and she was just really inspiring and got me into health because she was trying all different kinds of alternative ways to keep herself alive for 10 years beyond what the doctors gave her. So that was really inspiring for me. Plus, this is really shallow. At one point I noticed I was starting to lose my hair at 22 years old. And I was like, oh God, what'd I do? So I started looking into supplements and, different diets and things like that, and experimenting different things to keep myself healthy and keep my hair. And well, the health thing was a tangent at that point. But then I was like, wait a minute. Okay, this is stupid. I'm just going to focus on my health, and everything else will just be a byproduct of that, rather. And just focus on staying fit and longevity. And that's currently what I'm doing now, man. Everything I do, I'm not trying to be like a lot of the guys out here. Man, I just want to jump on test and just get jacked just so I can get hoes. Nah, man. That's cool. That's cool. But then what? You get a girlfriend, then you fall off. Then you're fat again. You're jacked by June, then fat by December. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm doing this channel for. I want to keep you guys jacked. Let's do this forever. Let's run this machine into the ground.
So first of all, I wasn't anticipating getting roasted. We're actually looking right now. We're hiring a fitness coach. If you guys want to come onto the channel and help with the Evolution Daily Fitness portion. We unfortunately just had somebody leave the team, kind of against their will. It was a whole situation, very complicated. But no, in all seriousness, first off, you are 40, and
yeah, 40.
Even today at the place, they were I think Trey said, guess his age about you, and they said 32. They said 32. You're less about how do I get huge and bulk and run a steroid cycle to get lean, and you're more of the knowledge. You've shared a lot of this with me, where it's that if you want lifelong results, nobody wants to get jacked for a year and then get fat again. And that's what happens if you do these fad diets, fad workouts. And what you're all about is kind of knowing that people want to have this longevity, this lifelong. That's what you want. You want to be in great shape for the rest of your life. And so you know that you have to develop healthy habits that happen over time. And that's something that, you really inspired me to do this last time when we were in Colombia, because I'm always kind of jumping back and forth between no carb and this hardcore, I'm doing a 24-hour fast. And what I'm doing now is just I'm just kind of giving my body what it wants within reason, but I'm in really good shape right now. Like, I feel I'm training for this marathon, and I'm not going to do a thing where I'm cutting carbs out for 90 days to lose weight. I'm just like, let's work out like crazy, eat, what is decent, what is, without binging, and just kind of going to ride it out and live more healthy. And I think for you, that's a little bit more of like what you're about. Now, what would you say is like the number one piece of advice you'd give to a guy? I apologize, guys. We just got off of a whole crazy boot camp this whole weekend, taking 4 students out into the field. I'm losing my voice here. But what's like a really good solid piece of advice that you would give guys that are fucking fat, they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to now get into that place where they can meet chicks, they can be better looking, they can be healthier? What's something that you would say for starting out?
Yeah, I mean, just starting out, you don't want to go, like the number one thing you don't want to do is go right into a gym, start lifting super heavy weights with bad form, and just going super hard your first day in, your first weekend. Then you're going to be, if you don't injure yourself, you're going to be way too sore the next week. What you want to do is kind of ease into that, and maybe not even go to a gym to start out. Maybe you just want to start out just walking. Maybe just put on a little heavy, like a heavy backpack, just walk around town a little bit, get your blood flowing, get your body moving, things like that. And with the diet, don't go too aggressive with that either. Maybe, because if you're way off, if you're way out of shape, you're probably not drinking water. Maybe just start adding in drinking, 64 ounces of water a day, something like that. 8 glasses of water a day, something like that. Maybe start just adding in a new good food to your diet, or maybe start cutting out sodas, something like that, cutting out sugar. Those are going to be some key things you can start doing right off the bat. And that's obviously cutting out sugar and things like that. It's going to help with your T levels. It's going to help you feel better, have more energy. You're not going to have these insulin spikes, making your energy bounce up and down, mood swings, all that terrible stuff.
If you're fucking fat right now, it's because you have a food addiction. So how about you do something that can cure your fatness without having to tackle one of the biggest mental problems in the world, which is addiction, right? Because that's what everyone does. They don't say this, but what they are saying when they do these crash diets is, I'm currently physiologically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually addicted to Parmesan sandwiches, to cake, to chocolate covered almonds, to pretzels, to salt, to all these things. And then they say, I'm actually going to cure addiction overnight so that way I can be beautiful. No, you are not. So what I love that you always talk about is increase output.
Yeah.
Which is what you're talking about here. Like, that's basically what you just said, is like, don't go so hard on the diet that you set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
My buddy Dale the Whale has been on the podcast, has been in videos. He does that all the time. He's always like, starting on Monday, no nicotine, no alcohol, I'm not jacking off, I'm going to the gym. I'm like, you're already set up for failure. You're saying 4 things starting on Monday? No, one at a time. One at a time. Tim Ferriss says, I just want to throw this in.
Yeah.
Tim Ferriss says, if you're trying to eat healthier and you don't necessarily love really healthy foods, don't try to replace all your bad foods with really healthy foods, but rather add them in. So say to yourself, you know what? I know I'm not going to not be a fat slob overnight, so I'm going to still allow myself to keep eating the way I've been eating over the next 2 weeks. But I'm, no matter what, under no circumstance am I not going to have this big, beautiful avocado grilled chicken salad with some raspberry vinaigrette. I'm going to eat that. And then what happens is, over time, you start thinking, I had that giant salad. I don't even want the pizza right now. And you start seeing how that healthier food nourishes you. And then you might even get to a place where in 4 or 5 days, you're just like, I kind of just want that salad right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a big key thing. So you start adding in the healthier foods, and what that does is you're actually getting good nutrients that your body's missing, and they're filling. These are whole foods. Like if you're eating sweet potatoes, avocados, kale, things like that, because that's what's happening in your body. You're eating all this shitty food like pizza and pasta and things like that, and it's just empty. It's all super refined carbohydrates. That's one of my the key things that I stopped doing a long time ago, like probably when I was like 24 or 25. Even though I thought I was eating healthy then, I took it to the next step. It's like, wait a minute, it's the refined carbohydrates. It's not the gluten and stuff like that. It's just anything that's been refined down and all kinds of like enrichment things added, like anything like that. Anything that's like more than 1 or 2 ingredients, it's probably not good. You know, you need to eat whole foods. But yeah, it's more about, you know, it's like, what's the one thing you can do? It's the things you don't want to do also. It's like what he was saying. You don't want to do all or nothing. You don't want to do stuff like that. You're setting yourself up for failure. If you're drinking caffeine, if you're smoking cigarettes, you're eating terribly, you're not going to the gym, you try to tackle all 4 of those things at once, you're done. Don't even try. You know, you're done. Just do one thing. Stick, like, especially if you're addicted to nicotine and something like that. Keep that for now. Keep that for now. That's going to help you, you know, and then just start going to the gym.
This is all of life as well. You know what I want to do is I want to go on this rant while we move over here into this more well-lit area. But that's all of life as well. I talk about this all the time with business and just overall with success in general. Okay. Which is that motherfuckers are out here like, I want to start this YouTube channel. I want to build a brand, mostly with brand building. These guys start a little something maybe. Most people never start anything. But then what a lot of you guys do is you start up this kind of cute little thing and you announce it. I'm a dating coach now. I'm a fitness coach now. I'm like a fucking whatever. And then you don't master that one thing. Guys, I have seen my peers. I have seen tons of people that I don't even fucking know. And I've seen a lot of my peers do this little thing that they like to do, that they all like to do, where they say, hey, I'm not just a pickup coach, everybody. I'm not just a pickup coach. I'm also, like, I've lost weight, so I'm now your fitness coach. And I'm also your supplements expert, and I'm your, like, spiritual leader, too. They try to branch out into all these other things, and they never got really good at even one. They never got really good at even one. A lot of them, they bust into like, they get a digital product that made them like 50K, and now they're like teaching how to create online courses that bring you revenue. Fuck you. You're not good at anything. Get good at one thing, then get good at the other things. Do you have anything to elaborate on that?
No, man, I mean, I would just say, yeah,
What did you-
that's what your thing is. You are a pickup expert for sure. I mean, and I feel like I am just all about health and fitness. It's what I just live and die for. I can't imagine not doing it. I'm the same way you are with pickup. You're just never gonna stop.
Yeah.
This is what your love, and this is my love. So yeah, I'm just gonna be running this shit into the ground, man.
All right, guys, that about wraps it up. Thank you for tuning into this video. Again, this is one of the first times maybe a lot of you have been introduced to T1000 here. We'll include links down below to his channel, and you guys will be able to follow him, and you'll be, you know, we're getting the channel started, but when this gets posted, you will have already really started posting a lot of videos over there for these guys on health, wellness, fitness, and really like longevity. I mean, again, a lot of you guys, maybe you're 40 years old. Would you say that there's a guy right now that's 40 that he already looks like shit? Can it be reversed? Can you go back? Like, if you're already fucked, can you go back?
I don't know, man. No, I'm kidding. No, definitely. You definitely can. I've seen tons of cases where guys, they get back into the gym, they start eating more healthy. You can turn it around, man. You definitely can. You can, because all it is, man, is correcting your diet slowly but surely over time. You got to start with what you can do. Now, my stepdad, my mom recently, they started going back in the gym. It can be done. They have all kinds of injuries. My stepdad does. My mom, knee problems. It can be done, man.
Yo, your first digital course is going to be called Wormhole, because you're going to teach them how to defy space and time. Like, if they're already 40, you're going to like send them back in time and space by rejuvenating skin, by rejuvenating testosterone levels, by going back 5 years, by looking 5 years younger. Keep your guys' eyes out at the end of 2020. He's dropping Wormhole.
Wormhole.
All right, guys, go down below, subscribe to his channel. Keep your eye out for Wormhole. It's dropping soon. All right, peace.
Peace.